So, good evening, student. As you know that I am Kshitish and your mentor in one course in technology that will teach you what is web development and all the related thing to web development. So now let's start today's session. So this is our today's session. So as you know that in previous three session, I teach you that what is the web designer do in a web development and which language you will need to learn if you want to be a web developer in your future. So which language you should need to be learn. I will teach you that which language the language will be HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. This is the basic language you should need to be learn if you want to be a web developer. And after the first second session, second session I will teach you how the website will be work in our browser. What is the difference between browser and internet web server and www, that is World Wide Web, and difference between client side and server side, and I will show some autonomy of web page. So this is our second session agenda, and in third session I will be show some difference between Notepad. If you want to be code in a Notepad, so which difficulty you should be face when you will be code in a Notepad, and as I show you what is IDE and how it should be used to in coding. And I will be install one IDE that's name is VS Code, and in that IDE I show that you can be install some extension that will be helpful for you. Okay, so this is the our previous session. At yet, if you have any query regarding previous session, so you can ask me. Okay, not this session. If you want to any technical query, so you can ask me. I will definitely answer your question. So now let's start our today's session. So today's session content was, you can say, you know all the technical related thing, that what is HTML and how your website will be work and what language will we need to learn. And now in today's I will be, and you can say that I will teach you that basics of HTML, what is the elements and attributes in HTML, headings tags in HTML, what are the different types of headings in HTML, and paragraph tag in HTML, and lots of technical, or you can say lots of elements I see in this session. So before I start my session, if you have any query, you can ask me. Okay. So now let's start. So what this is the basics of HTML. So in this session, we will show you some basic HTML example. So as you know that in previous session, I also show you some example of HTML. You can understand all this thing. So all the HTML document must start with a document type declaration, that is opening tag, exclamatory mark, doc type HTML, and close the HTML tag here. So what is the meaning of doc type HTML? So the doc type HTML represents the document type and help the browser to display a web page correctly. What is the meaning, that how you can tell the browser this is a web page? As you know that, and this you can open your PDF file also in your browser, and also you open your Word file in browser, so browser will not understand that this is your web page or other things. So the doc type HTML tag will help the browser that this document or this file will be your web page. Okay, so it only appear once at the top of the page. You can now I show where you add your this tag. Okay, like this, you can see that this is our doc type HTML tag. This is not need to any closing tag, so this is only HTML. Here I just add to tell our browser that this document will be web document, so our browser will open correctly. Okay, so the doc type HTML declaration is not a case sensitive. What is the meaning of case sensitive? Case sensitive is, you can see that many of language are case sensitive or are non case sensitive. The case sensitive is if you write a letter or any word in small letters, so this thing will be different and this thing will be different for your code editor, or you can say that language. So this is the case sensitive. So this is our small text, and this is our capital text. And here I show some other tag that will be advanced tags when other, or you can say that advanced coder will be help, or if they add some comment in web page, so this text will be follow this thing. You can say that this is your camel text. Camel text, how you can write camel text? So just write, if I write Visual Studio Code, so first letter of your word will be small visual, and the capital letter is studio. This is our camel text, that Visual Studio Code I will write in our camel text. So this is the between difference between camel text, small text, and capital text. Hope you guys are understands. So now let's we move to another, or you can say that another, that the HTML document is that beginning with HTML and ends with HTML. Here our HTML document code start. Whenever you build or whenever you create a web page, so you should need to be write this tag, that is underscore HTML. This is the Visual Studio Code function that I show in previous session. So just clear this shows some warning, because this is today we will use HTML files. So here I have lots of technical thing. So this thing will be start our web page coding. Okay. So after that, I add doc type HTML, and after the doc type HTML, I add my HTML tag, and after the HTML tag, firstly you need to add your heading, or you can say that title of your website. So I hope that you understand that what is the title of your website. If you don't know that what is title, so don't need to worry about that. I show that what is the title in website. So here you can see I write Wonko Vision Technology. So this thing you see in the top, so this is our website title. So this thing you can say that this is our website title, and this is our body part. When I add all the coding, so this thing, or you can say that this is our body part. I hope you guys are understand what is title. So title basically we add in head tag. After that head tag, I close head tag, because if you want to add other, or you can say that import other functionality, like if you want to add CSS file, if you want to add Google font, so you will be declare firstly in your head. Okay. So now I hope you understand it. Okay. So now let's we move to our PPT. Okay, this. So after that head tag close, the our body will be start. The visible part of the HTML document is between the body. So yes, this thing will be, you can see in any website. This is the Vancovision. I take example of Vancovision technology. So this is our body part. Whenever you code something, so you see in your browser. So this part will be in body part. Okay. And yet, if you have any query regarding this basics terms that I will tell you, so you can ask me. Okay. So this is our basic structure of HTML. So yeah, you can see I show in my code editor. So I hope guys you understand all this thing, that this is a doc type HTML tag, and this is our main tag start. This is our head, and this is our body. Okay. So now we move to elements and attributes in HTML. So before I start elements and attributes, I hope you guys in previous session I show some tags. Like you know that I show some tag like H for heading, B for paragraph. This tag I show in previous session. So I hope guys you understand it. So the HTML tag is everything from the starting tag. So what is the meaning of starting tag? So starting tag, as you can see that here I add h1. So this is our starting tag of heading 1. You don't need to worry about heading. After I clearly give you understanding between elements and attribute, I will be move to our heading part and paragraph part. Okay. So I hope you guys understand all these things. This is our opening tag of element. This is our closing tag of element. Okay. So the HTML file is made up of elements. Because in a body part, basically you know that HTML is a language that will be made a web page. with the use of elements. So the elements are responsible for creating a web page and define content in the web page. So basically, you understand this line that I say that an HTML, an element in HTML usually consists of two tags. First is starting tag, and second is closing tag. The content of the all this thing that you want to add in your web page, so that content will be inside between this tag. Okay. Technically, an element is collection of starting tag, attribute, ending tag, content between them. So if you want any if you want any this thing, so this thing you will be add in your element. Okay. I hope you guys are understand. So this is our first H1. This is our H1 tag, that is heading, that will be define our heading. And after that I add some paragraph, so you just write p. This tag you can say that this is the functionality of code editor that will be automatically use this tag. So these all these things are elements and attributes. So okay. So example of elements are H1, BR, P, etc. So you don't need to worry about that. I will be this thing. I will show this thing into practical. Firstly, I will be complete my PPT, so you can have all good understanding between about all this thing that I will be show in coding part, or you can say that in practical. So you have to understand all these things. Okay. Now, guys, we move to attributes part. So okay, what is attributes? So attribute is you can say that all elements in HTML can have attributes. So attribute provide additional information about elements. So I show some advanced example so you have clearly understand this thing. So today I make some, you can say that I design a website for any, you can say that for any organization. So here you can see that I add some attributes here. Type is basically email. So the attribute is basically used to declare a way that will be define a user that this thing will be used for a particular task. So like this. So like this thing you can see that here I add email because this is the email text. In this input text I store some email of user, so I declare email attribute. So this is our attributes, that attribute will be useful in your web development. So attribute provide additional information about element. Attribute are always specified in starting tag. So you can see that in this example, I if I want to use attributes, so I just use in a starting tag, not in a closing tag, because attribute will always use in a starting tag. Here you see that this is our opening tag of input. So input is basically used to when you will make a form in your website, so your input tag will be used. This thing will be seen next further session. So this is basically I show some examples, so I hope that you clearly understanding all this thing. Okay guys, so this thing you see that whenever you declare a attribute, so you will be declared in your first, or you can say that starting tag. Here you see that here in this add this thing I add my attributes. Okay, like this you can see the label. This is the class form check. This is the basically bootstrap class. 4 is example check and check me out. Okay, so now let's move to PPT. So example of attribute is, you can say that when I, you can say that when I be want to insert image in my web page, so I use anchor, or you can say that image tag. Or so this is our image tag. Our just a minute, I change this thing. Okay, here you see that this is the image and image tag starting, and here I add src. Src is basically attribute of image, where image will be loaded in your web page. So this is a good example that you understand it what is the attribute and what is the elements. Okay, element is basically building block of your web page, and attribute is basically define a particular information about your element. Okay, I hope you guys understand this thing. The attribute name value use names pairs like this thing. This thing I show in some example in my code. Okay. So there are example of attribute are this is the anchor tag. Whenever you want to add some link in your web page, so you use anchor tag. This is our opening tag. Here href is equal to in href you will be paste your address when you want to go something somewhere. So here you want to paste that location address. After that I close my starting tag, and after the my close all this tag, in between these two tag I add some information that is visit what W3S school. So whenever I click this link, so this link will be go to this location, that is http hypertext transfer protocol secure. This is our, you can say, the protocols. That is the way to exchange your information on the browser safely. I tell you in, you can say, in second session, because in second session I see, or you can say that I teach you that what is IP, what is protocoling, and all this thing. Okay. So this is the www is the basically run on your internet and get go to your web server when app will be placed in anywhere in word and give your information to your IP, that is w3school.com. .com is basically your extension, or you can say the domain. Okay. Now this is the understanding between attribute and element. So here I add some image. So guys, you understand this thing. Here you can see this. This is our whole element, because this is our anchor tag. So anchor tag is basically element. As you know that our web page will be made to be consist of many or element. Okay. So this is our attribute name, that is href. I tell you in previous slide, href is equal to hypertext transfer protocol. This is not safe davrock.org, and this location, this protocol will be go on this location. So okay, I hope that you guys all the understanding between basics of HTML, difference between elements and attributes. Because in next further session I will be moved to all to our advanced level of HTML. So here we move to heading in HTML. So as you know that whenever you want to be a want to add some heading in your HTML, so you don't write like this. Like if you want to write tag, I want to add heading here. So here you see that this is basically a just write in your browser. Basically the simple way, that is in PDF type. Okay, just wait. This thing will be loaded in my live server. Okay, now you can see that this is the extension that I will be installing in your previous session. Like here you can see that this thing is basically adds some raw type. This is not a heading, but I want to add some heading here. So to want what I use here, that we able to add heading. So just you write h1. This is our heading. Between in the between tags you just paste here your matter, and this thing you see in your browser, this thing will be changed in a sample text into heading. So okay, I hope you guys understand what is heading. So in I show some another functionality of VS Studio Code. So here if you want to write some sample text, whenever you want to write sample text, to, so you just type like this. But this is a very raw, or you can say that this is a bad example. But in here our VS Studio Code provides some functionality that whenever you write lorem and just press enter, so it generates some sample text. So this is what I don't know what is the meaning of this text, but it generates some sample text. So you just no need to write like this. So this is a very bad example. Okay. So here you see that this is in your browser. I add some like this. But if I want to, if I add some text like with like this, so here you see that this is the very, or you can say that this is the very poor look your website. Like you can see that I enter and I add some text after that line, but our browser do not understand that after that line, so it start after when this thing will be end. So after the end, the text, the another line will be start here. Okay. So now let's move to. I just clear this thing. Okay. Whenever you be code, so much you must be required to clean your code, or you can say the clean your web page. I just check my web page here. I get my ad. This is ID because I used previous session web page. So this is the previous session web page. So this title I don't change. So don't need to worry. I change this session title. I start HTML today. Okay, guys. So you just see that I change title of my website. Okay. Now you move to PPT part. So an HTML heading of HTML can be defined as a title or heading or a subtitle which you want to display on the web page. So in HTML we have six types of heading. So I show all this thing. Firstly I clearly give you all understanding between heading. So after that I will show these all the different heading. Okay. So now let's we move to, and you can see that our move to coding part, or you can say that our IDE. This is our IDE, and here you see we have six types of heading like H2, and I just close this thing, and you can see that our VS Studio Code automatically close this thing heading heading 2. Okay, and after that heading 2 I add my heading 3. HADING heading 3 is here. Oh, sorry, I don't. I choose a heading 2. I just change into heading 3. Oh, sorry about that. Okay, and here I just write H4. HADING heading H4. I hope you guys understand all this thing. When if firstly you HTML will be want to more practice. If you good in your practice, so you will be advanced web developer. Okay. So but if you don't practice on it, but it's a very, you can say that it's not good, but it's maybe you can say your work will be done because there are lots of technical, or you can say that there lots of stuff will be available on Google and other thing, that if you no need to know, but you know that how to use it, so you just Google on it, that this is lots of website are available, that a good website are Stack Overflow. Whenever like I show some example, so I hope you understand. But like you know that how you use heading, but you do not but you don't know where you can write your H1. So you just write on Google how to use H1. Okay, tag in HTML, you just write Stack Overflow. Stack Overflow is a very good website if you want to explore it, so you can. So here you can see that accept all cookies. So here you see that I accept all the cookies. What is the meaning of cookies? So I tell you in a first session, I give you all the, you can say the all the magical thing, that I give you advanced knowledge about all these things. So what is the meaning of cookies? So cookies is basically, you can say that I gave some example. So what example I give to you, like when you go some shop. So okay, so the shopkeeper will know you. So the shopkeeper will know you that you want to this thing. So yeah, your shopkeeper will be show your interesting thing. So this thing will be applied in your website. So if I open this thing, or you can say that if I open this thing again in my browser, so my Stack Overflow website know that I want to explore this thing. HTML heading tag Stack Overflow. Stack Overflow basically a data. You can see that data structure topic. Stack is the data structure topic. It is advanced. You can see that here they don't need any cookies because I accept when I accept all these cookies and I firstly visit this site. So here you see that if you know that what is H1 and how to use it, but you don't need to know that, but you will be forget the syntax. So you don't need to worry about it. You just go to Google and just write your problem, and you see that there are lots of example that will help for you. Just copy this thing. Section is basically your div part, or you can say that H1, or you can say that because there are lots of section in your website. So this is the advanced topic. In fifth or sixth session, tell you that what is the session. Firstly, I show you what is the meaning of session. Here you see that in Monco version technology, this is our nav bar. So this is the nav section, and this is our home page, or you can say the home cover page. So this is our nav bar section. So all this thing will be covered into different section. So now we where are you? I I will be on heading. So firstly, I clear you all this heading. So I just comment this. Okay, H6, H5. This is heading H5, and after that, oh sorry, I just copy another heading tag in HTML H5. So I just cancel this thing. Okay. So what is H6? And HEADING heading H6, and I just save it. And you see in my browser they have lots of heading, and you can say six different types of heading will be present. So in HTML, the H1 will be your very large heading. If you want to be add some bold or some large heading, so you use H1 tag. If you want to use some light between compared to H1, so you use H2. And basically H6 is a very small heading, so I say that you don't need to require use H6 because you use paragraph in the use of in the compared to H6. So here you see that I add some comment. So what is the comment? So comment is basically you can say that important notes. I give you some example that when you take a class in your classroom before Corona time. So when your teacher teach you, you write some important topic, or you can say the important point that teacher teach you. So you just write in your copy, anywhere in your copy. So because so you have, so that you understand that whenever you will be present in after a week or after a month, so you have to refresh that this thing will be a use for this thing. Okay. So here in a website, here you also write your comment here. So if I want to add comment so that you understand this thing, whenever if you don't code in a 1 month, so maybe I think you will be forget all this thing. So here whenever you code, so you just write comment. So that comment is basically helpful for you, that this is heading and we use for add heading in web page. Okay. So you just save it, and you see that this thing will be not print in my browser. So this thing you can see that this thing will not print in my browser. So this is the command. So I hope guys you understand it. What is command? What is HTML tag? What is the different types of HTML tag? HTML tag, sorry, heading tags. I sorry about that. Basically, HTML, in the HTML tag, I have heading tag. Okay, so now we move to our paragraph tag. So what I move to our PPT part. So here you see that there are different types of heading. H1, this is a very big heading in HTML. H2 is smaller as compared to H1, and H2 is H3 is compared to H2 smaller, and H4 and so on. H6 is basically, you see that H6 is basically smallest heading in your HTML. So I hope you guys understand all this thing. At yet, if you have any queries, so you can ask me, so that I, as you know that I call tell you in the first session that I give you one assessment in daily session. So today's assessment is, you make a web page with six different heading. Okay, I hope you guys understand. You make a website, in a heading you just write your name or anything, but just you write make a website or web page with the use of heading or paragraph tag. Whenever those tag I will teach you in today's session, you need to be used on it. So that you guys have understand all these tag will be work in your browser. Okay, so I tell you that I will be moved to our something about paragraph tag, because a paragraph tag is always start a new line, and it's usually a block or text. So you can see that I when I write this thing in a simple way, this is also our paragraph. Lauren, just a minute. I don't know why. Like you can see that I just save it. I will move to my browser. You can see that this is a sample paragraph. But if you want to, but you don't, this is the basically syntax, because whenever you will be build a professional web page, so you will be need to be work like manner, you can say in a particular or in a manner way, so that if another browser or if another developer want to learn or want to read your code, so that developer will understand this thing, that here this student will be use heading, and here this student will be use paragraph. So paragraph start will be starting from paragraph tag, that opening tag of p, and just you can see that here I write my lorem. So this is our paragraph. So I move to my browser. So here you can see that no changing, because this is the paragraph tag. And after you also write this thing also. So but in a organization or in a, you can say that in advance, so you need to be require anything or all this thing in a particular manner way. So okay, I hope you guys understand it like this. So HTML paragraph or HTML tag is used to define a paragraph in a web page. So you cannot be sure how HTML will display, because you see that when you write this thing, like you don't know how this thing will be show in your browser, because here I add just two tags, so this is a very small website. So here you know that this thing will be placed in here. So whenever you build a very large website, or for a website for an organization, so the thing will be, you know so you do not know where this thing will be placed in your browser. If you want to add like this thing, so you do not know where this thing will be placed in your browser. But this is a small text, or you can say the small website, so here you see that this thing will be placed after this thing. But in a large website, this thing you do not know how this thing will be work in your browser. Okay, so exactly you need to be require all these things in a particular manner way. Large or small screen and resize window will be create different result. So what is the meaning of large and small screen? So here you can, I just only give you oral overview. So you see that whenever you open a website for any all this thing, like you open a www.xyz.com, this is the very example that I give you. So you can see that when you open this website in your browser, so this website will be like full screen in your browser. So like you can see that this is your OncoVision technology. If you open this thing in your system, so this thing will be open like this, and here you see that this is our Stack Overflow. This is the way you can say that this is the how this thing will be looking when my I use full screen computer. But when I use small computer, or you can say that, but when I use small phone, so how the website will be look. So here you can see that this all this thing will be transferred into small this thing. Like here, the filter will be gone, and the filter will be here in the dot drop down menu, and the login and login page button, and all this thing will be changed into smaller text. So this is the meaning small and larger scale. Okay, I hope you guys understand it. You don't need to worry about that. In this web development course, i will be I will teach you, and I make project fully responsive. You say that this is the fully responsive because whenever you create a project, you need to be require a media query. Media With the help of media query, you will be make a website or web page fully responsive. So with HTML, you cannot change the display by adding extra space or extra line in your HTML code. So what is the meaning of this line? So you don't need to worry about it. I see all this thing in my code editor. So hope you guys understand that I all give you all about the theory about today's session. So as you know that I say that see you in my code editor. So like I will be moved to my code editor. So here you see that I add paragraph tag. But if I want to that this thing will be placed in the next line, so in a simplest way, as you know, in I as I say that you can say I want to know that everyone use web document, or you can say that everyone at this time everyone will be know what is MS Word, and hope all these guys and hope all the students will be used in it, because at this time you will need to be build, or you can say to make a practical in your WordPad. Okay, so in a simple WordPad or in a simple Word document, you just press enter, and you see that this thing will be placed in your next line. Okay, but when I save it, and you can see that this thing will be not placed in the next line. So why this thing will not place in my next line? Because our HTML, as I say that our HTML will, you cannot change the display by adding extra space or extra line in your HTML code. Our HTML don't understand that what is the meaning of this thing and this thing. But our HTML only understand tags. If you want to add, like, if you want to this thing will be placed in the next line, so you just write br tag and just save it. And here you see that this thing will be placed in the next line. So br stands for break. Whenever in a everywhere, or in a everywhere in HTML or paragraph, whenever you use br, so the mean that you want to this tag will be placed in the next line. Okay, and if you want to be bold your text, so which, or you can say that which tag you should be used, because in a word document you just copy this thing, and you just change your site according to your requirement in the menu bar of a web page or web document. So but in HTML, if you want to bold this thing, so you just use bold b. I don't know, yes, b. They have, because HTML5 is used, so just paste in between the tag. Oh, Control V. Oh, maybe sorry for that. I paste copy all the text. So I just copy this thing only, and I paste in between B. So you see that the offices will be changed in a bold. So this is the tags, all these tags. So if you want to add italic, so here you write I. So I write my name. So here you see that in my browser, this thing will be changed into italic. Okay, I hope you guys all the understanding between what is HTML, what is the meaning of doc type HTML, what is the difference between attribute and elements. So basically, our web page is made up of lots of elements, and attribute is basically is used to whenever you want to tell something your elements. So here you use attribute, and what is the heading, and what are the different types of heading in HTML, and here how to use in a heading in your web page, and how what is the comments in a code editor. But if you want to add this comment in your notepad, so our notepad don't understand that what is this thing. This functionality is basically code editor. There are lots of code editor will be available in internet, but I just prefer VS Code because I may I code every day in a different language. So a VS Studio Code is you see that it is a very good code editor. All the language will be understand this thing. Okay, so if I want to, if today in I want to code some Python, so I use py, so I the VS Studio Code understand that what is py. So this is the all the functionality of VS Studio Code. So in today's session I see that heading, comments, what is the cookies. Cookies is basically advanced topic. Whenever you build a PHP type website, so you use this thing in your cookie, because whenever you build or you connect your website in your domain or web, or you see that database, so you need to understand what is cookies and what is all this thing. And I today I see paragraph tag, bold tag, break tag, italic tag. So I hope that that's all of today's session. If you guys have any queries, so you can ask me, and I give you a simple assignment that you will be just write a heading, and after the heading you need to be paste or you write type some paragraph in any chapter in your books. Okay, I hope you guys understand this thing, that what will you do in your today assignment. Okay, thank you guys.